This is
I don't think it's proper for children.
the Matt Show Podcast.
You're listening to the Matt Show Podcast. I'm joined today by a bunch of my friends. Kovacx, as always.
Yeah.
Talk into the microphone.
I'm talking to the mic.
Okay.
Hi.
You got the producer, Nick Denoli, over here. You want to do like a hack radio show and call him like a stunt boy or something?
I think he should get to pick his own nickname.
I don't think he should get to pick anything.
Yeah, just ignore him.
Ugly.
Nick's
Not that he is, but...
That's just a good nickname.
Yeah, ugly.
It works for everyone.
And that's the best time, when you pick on someone when they can't defend themselves. Like, a stroke patient or,
A dead person.
a dead person.
Plug your show to raise money
Yeah.
so you can get me a mic.
Exactly. And then over here, I have Tim Boyle. I'm pointing as if there's a visual element that someone can fucking see over here.
Well, sometimes I forget who I am,
Yeah.
and it helps.
I
that you
understand.
point.
It helps when God watches it.
Stop with all that shit. Blow it out your fucking ass. And we're broadcasting here from the dungeon in the movie Saw, is what it appears to be. There's just bad lighting everywhere. You honestly, Kovacx, have serial killer lighting in your basement.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah.
I try.
It's flickering.
Yeah. How many?
Don't take a picture of me, Nick.
How
you
many?
fucking asshole.
How many women met their demise during that fucking flicker of that light up there?
0, because you really think I can get any chicks?
No, none would.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, probably because you call them chicks. That might be the reasoning behind it.
You got to go with dames. That's,
Yeah, that's
more
modern term
Broads.
Yeah.
You crack them across the face.
Slits.
Like slits. That'll get 'em. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
All right, going too far.
Yeah. That's where my sound effect board comes in. Run it into the ground. I don't know. We're just. That's my crutch, by the way. You'll say
What?
when I go. I don't know.
You just...
And it just see how it just.
So
kills
well,
the
my
mood?
crutch is just saying,
That's okay though. That just sounds like Kovacx is talking. The way he mumbles into a mic.
Everything,
Yeah. Look at that fan. It's so hot in your basement right now.
I know.
I'm
It's because of the fucking weather, too.
Yeah.
When it's humid out, it sucks down here.
What do you mean? It's cold out.
No, it's humid out, though.
Oh, okay.
It's rain and shit.
All right.
It's 50 degrees out.
Yeah.
And raining.
Yeah, well, whenever it rains, it gets hot down here.
Okay.
Because it needs to be humid to rain.
Okay.
If it's so hot, why is the fan off?
I don't know. I fear it will interfere with this shit.
Yeah, we would hear this in the
Okay.
background. That's not how a fan sounds.
Not at all. His fan, maybe, but...
Probably because it's, something I own.
It's broken.
Yeah.
We have bottles of salsa down here that are much too old to be healthy to consume at this point. It's okay, though.
They're from Costa Rica.
Yeah. Gives a shit. He was muling in fucking heroin for him. Is that what they have in Costa Rica?
Sure. I have no
I
idea.
don't fucking know.
I'd say sex slaves or something like that.
You would. Fucking crazy.
I was looking for them.
Thailand.
Yeah.
All right. Well, did you hear my voice crack there?
Yeah.
I'm sick. I'm fucking.
I thought you were just going through puberty.
What are you sick with?
I'm over a cold, but now the throat and everything is done. It's
Okay.
just cooked. This actually happened last time when I did that podcast I played for you.
Uh-huh.
I got sick again. I always do. Anytime I have to put my voice on something, I'm all congested.
You know that's
and
God just
shit. Spitting in my
interfering.
face.
saying "Shut up, give
Stop doing that.
up."
Quit.
Kill yourself.
Yeah. You have
Okay.
plenty of chords. Just hang.
I just drive it too far every time.
Fucking. That was good. All right. I want to play the first clip we have. Fucking Green Day's Billy Joe Armstrong, who
Ugh.
just seems like a sociopath in and of himself. You're not a Green Day fan?
Not at all.
Really?
Not at all.
So I liked Green Day a lot. And I actually remember coming into class in high school and seeing Nick
Yeah.
and saying...
Wait. Can I stop you for a second?
Sure.
In high school,
Yeah.
I remember in high school liking Green Day.
That's
Everybody in high school likes Green Day.
That's a really good point. We're grown-ups at this point. Yeah. So I come into class and I tell Nick, it was gym class, and I say, oh my God, I like this American Idiot album. It's really good, blah, blah, blah. And then what? A year and a half later, it's fucking the most overplayed thing I've ever heard in my life. It's miserable to listen to. If I hear Boulevard of Broken Dreams again, I'm going to kick someone in the
That was my
cunt.
favorite song.
That song fucking
It was
stinks.
my favorite before they released it.
Ugh, it's the worst.
That album was good though, but
It was a good album,
It
but it
just
got
got
so
ran,
overplayed.
I think there's stuff after that. How many albums have they had after that? Two
Only
or three?
one. Only one. Only
yeah,
one.
and that album is
The
awful.
21st Century
Yeah,
Breakdown
where he
one.
covers John Lennon.
Does he?
And he's the working class hero.
Oh, yeah.
And this millionaire Billy Joe Armstrong is trying to relate to me, saying that I'm the hero.
Well-
because I hate my job and I'm just a working class member of society, but I'm a hero, Billy Joe Armstrong.
But
Well,
he did
he's
that.
bisexual.
Let's just pound him for that one, right? let's cut out, I guess, what would probably be a third of our audience. The bisexuals.
A third of your audience is bisexual,
That's what we target. It's our demo. It's generally.
and
what
you
we
only
like.
get a third of them.
Fucking he did that cover actually with U2.
Oh, for the New Orleans
The
thing,
working
right?
class
Saint-
hero, yeah.
No. They did the when the Saints go marching.
Oh,
That was the
you're
cover
right,
that it
you're
did.
right. I don't know.
When the Saints go marching in, they covered
yeah.
the one song I know how to play on the keyboard. It goes do 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 do. I could probably play it right now. And what was it? Oh, there's one other song I knew how to play, but I can't remember what.
I never knew how to play a fucking
Okay,
thing.
they made us in middle school.
I have stubby retard fingers, so
I think we all do.
yeah.
I just remember that the one song, 21 Guns, being played 50 million times. in
That was off the
Transformers.
21st
Yeah,
Century
yeah,
Breakdown,
yeah.
and that one was
Jesus of Suburbia. That's another awful. The whole.
Yeah, it's kind of stuff.
it's just it got killed. The new album's actually really good, but
We just named 3 songs from it that suck. The 3 singles.
Wait, no. They just put out a new album.
Okay.
Yeah, those two, they were concept albums where they,
We're supposed to feel bad for them.
yeah.
Experiment.
What are they gonna do with all their money? They have to plan out how you're gonna spend it.
Oh no! I
Everything
just like that
that.
they put out this whole album that's so popular to get George Bush out of office,
Yeah.
and he's there for 8 years.
Yeah, it didn't work.
Yeah,
They're actually what they're doing now is putting out 3 albums, like 2 months apart, and they feel more like older Green Day.
so you spend $30 instead of
yeah, exactly. Well, you get 36 songs that all sound the same with the chord progression and everything else.
You get through halfway through the first one, you're not like, listen to this
no,
anymore.
this is trash. But you didn't like Green Day, old Green Day?
No, I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I was in high school back when I was coming out. And
Okay.
no, old Green Day still holds up some.
Sure.
I mean, it's not the greatest thing because then you find out. I think with music, what it is you like something, then you find out who influenced them, then you find out who influenced them, and you keep going back and back.
the
And
core.
you find something obscure from like the 80s that was
I thought you were going to say the 20s.
20s.
Just
Keep going back.
Oh, Glenn Miller.
flapper music. Da-da-da-da-da. Flappers kill it again. But Billy Joe Armstrong was on the iHeart Music Radio Festival a couple weeks ago, I guess, Nick? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
And they're making a big deal because he flipped his shit and started going nuts. What they did was they limited his time on how much longer he could perform, and he got pissed about that. So let me play the clip for you guys.
fuck this shit. I'm gonna play a fucking new song. Fuck this shit. Give me a fucking break. 1 minute left. 1 minute fucking left. You're gonna give me fucking 1 minute? Look at that fucking sign right there. 1 minute. Let me fucking tell you something. Let me tell you something. I've been around since fucking 1980 fucking 8. And you're gonna give me 1 fucking minute? You gotta be fucking kidding me! You fucking kidding me! What the fuck? I'm not fucking Justin Bieber, you motherfuckers! You gotta be fucking joking! This is a fucking joke! I got 1 minute, 1 minute left. Oh, now I got nothing left. Now I got nothing left. Let me show you what 1 fucking minute fucking means.
Don't you think
God fucking love you all. We'll be back.
Don't you think it was a more accurate assessment of his career if he had said he had got nothing left after they released 21st Century Breakdown?
I like that his big defense is I've been around since 1988.
Congrats. Good job. And he threw in the Bieber line.
Yeah, that's just...
wasn't-
He's a little boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And...
A little cute boy.
Are you rubbing yourself?
A little bit. My issue with this whole thing was, though, that they invite this guy who plays in it's a pop punk band. It's not really that punky, but it's somewhat of, say punk again. Just keep saying punk, okay. Mm-hmm. So my problem is, they invite this guy to come do a radio show with all kinds of little kids and stuff like that, and they expect him to what? To conform to everything else, to be real, nice and plain and boring. Like, you don't want to piss off the Rihanna fans. You don't want to piss off the Bieber fans. Would you invite Manson, not Charles, Maryland, to like the White House Correspondents' Dinner and just tell him, just don't wear the makeup and don't come out with your cock tucked between your legs, and maybe,
so he should come with it, just
hanging out. Maybe cover some Dylan or something like that. You wouldn't do that.
But the iHeart, it was the iHeart Radio music. Who else was there?
Bieber,
well,
Rihanna, I guess. Like we just said,
Green Day,
Usher, someone there.
It was basically just all different types of acts, and
sure.
When I think of Green Day, I don't really think of like troublemakers though. Like, what did they do at Woodstock '94? They got a bunch of stupid people to throw mud at them or something.
Yeah, that's true. I remember.
But that was kind of like, what other controversy did they have besides being angry at Republicans?
Yeah, being angry.
Do you know what I love about angry bands against Republicans is Rage Against the Machine.
Oh,
but because they were around during the Clinton administration, the most liberal administration in the last since Kennedy.
Since Kennedy. Since Kennedy
I think
got another hole put in his head.
Yeah, I think they started when the first Bush was around, and then he's
we started in
outlawed, and they're
1988.
like,
Remember,
Yeah.
he's been around.
Yeah.
And
it's like when Rage Against the Machine start, like late 80s.
I don't know. Maybe they have to have a fit at iHeartRadio, and then they'll say, well, "I've been around since 1994."
We can figure it out. Let me see.
And then when the new W. Bush came in office, and they're like, all right, we're not making music anymore.
Who, Rage?
Yeah.
That should have been the time when they... No, it must have been...
Well, that's probably when Audio Slave came around, right? It was when
Which
Bush.
I call was an Audio Slave?
Audio Slave probably came around like
2000,
2000,
no.
2001.
Sorry, so it was Chris Cornell.
Yeah. But it was Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah.
But it was the stupid Zach
'cause
De La Roca.
Battle of Los Angeles was I think 99.
Shit.
Did you like...
I like Rage.
Did you like Audio Slave or no?
I like them.
Yeah,
the first two albums, but then when they started, just like, hey, look at Tom Morello, he can I don't know,
You can rock a wah
yeah,
bar.
yeah.
Like
You can do
it's
the what?
nothing.
That's exactly
Yeah,
it. Was
yeah.
the wah wah. The original Fire. That was the song that really sucked.
Where was that from?
I don't know. The only one
That was from something, I thought, wasn't it?
Oh, I don't know, but it was Audio Slave.
The only Audio Slave album I know is the one like I think has like Fire on Front or something like that.
That was the one that sucked, I think.
I just wasn't a fan of Audio Slave.
As Beer, I had I think Beer stuff on that stuff.
That was the second one.
Oh, okay.
I didn't mind that.
I like a Stone or whatever. It's
Yeah.
that one.
That was like around the same.
Yeah,
didn't
and the one that's on
Coaches.
Shadow of the Sun. That's on. Oh, I know that's from Collateral.
That's a good song.
That was the first song on the
single.
first album.
Yeah.
Which
and
one?
that is always the best song by anybody.
It was always
one?
downhill from there
Cochise,
for me.
I forget how that
it was
goes.
in Guitar Hero.
I
I was really hoping that would have been about with you.
I haven't played guitar here in fucking 4 years.
They
was-
played in The Simpsons in the one episode. I know.
It was it just to me it felt like Chris Cornell didn't give a fuck in that band. He
Yeah,
had the
yeah.
couple
I
songs-
don't think he gave a fuck for a long time.
He just want to be himself, you know.
he hasn't
do a
given a
Bond
fuck
song.
since 1980 fucking 8.
Because to be yourself is all that you can do. I mean, that was
But
the message.
you heard the new Soundgarden songs, right?
I heard one that was recorded in 1992 and they're releasing now. It was called Black, and then the radio guy was like,
The one for what was it? They did it for Avengers. I listened to it. And I was like, this song's really just average, but I can't stop listening to it. I don't
Really?
know why, but it's really just average.
I saw him on Conan. Chris Cornell grew his hair all out again. It was just like, you guys look like scumbags. Maybe you should think about cutting it again, bud.
what do you think about like Eddie Vedder's ukulele stuff?
I think I listened to like 30 seconds of it. I downloaded the CD, listened to it a bit because I'm like, better or whatever. And I don't feel like listening to this shit.
I like it just because I associate with
Yeah.
Into the Wild, and I like that movie.
Into the Ride, I loved. I love the soundtrack for that.
And I don't care for a movie about some guy stumbling around in the woods like an asshole. But that's just me. I never saw it. To
Oh,
be
you
fair,
never? You
No.
I actually didn't. I remember when I saw the preview, I said, "Who would ever see this shit?"
Really?
Then I got it. And I'm like, "This is so courageous." This guy burns $25,000 and
Does it?
dies.
Why? Why not give it to charity?
I don't. It was 1991.
No,
There were no charities back then. There was
But,
just
There was no disease back in 1991.
the gay cancer going around.
But
And,
I remember Lamani was big in that movie. He changed his majors into like environmental.
Is that why he always takes
things.
pictures of himself near like cactuses and
I
stuff?
don't know.
I don't know who that is.
All
That
right,
was the
these are-
issue.
yeah, I know,
that was the
I've heard.
issue. When you're doing a podcast
Yeah.
to be broadcast to people, you shouldn't include as many inside jokes. So who is this guy?
Just one of our friends.
What was his major before?
Meteorology, I think.
He was in the Air Force.
Yeah.
Meteorology.
Yeah, he
And
wanted
then
to be
changed it to what?
like environmental studies or shit like that, or I don't know.
Was he autistic?
I'm bored too right now. He had red hair.
It was a pre thing, and he kind of dragged it out.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Sure.
Just so you know, Taylor Swift was on that show.
Taylor Swift was on the iHeartRadio. Call back to 20 minutes ago.
Enrique Iglesias.
Nick's getting back on
Linkin
track.
Park.
Okay.
That's good.
No Doubt. Usher.
The whole gamut. The whole
Yeah,
gamut.
the
of
whole pop gamut. Yeah. Yeah.
people who would spit on us if
Yeah.
we said
Yeah.
we're fans.
Yeah, that was when I brushed it off. It was kind of like, hey, we've moved on from
I
that.
thought you were going to come back to it.
Why?
Talk about Into the Wild.
What does that have to do with Rihanna?
I thought you
I don't know. What were we
He
talking about?
punches
Eddie
his
Vedder.
girlfriend, doesn't he?
Yeah. Fucking. I wasn't allowed to see Into the Wild because I don't support communism.
I wasn't
Sean
allowed-
Penn.
The only movie I wasn't allowed to see was Natural Born Killers.
Why?
Because it's about natural killers who are born.
I love that fucking movie.
Yeah, that's
It's
one of the
so
movies.
great,
Yeah.
right? The unedited version or the what is it? Director's cut. I
Director's
guess?
cut, yeah.
Is that the one where they put in
With Ashley Judd getting stabbed
in the neck with a
Yeah.
pencil, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that was fucking great. And what's the other thing?
Tommy
Lee
Jones,
Jones getting
yeah.
his fucking head put on
Yeah,
that
I fucking
stick.
watched the R-rated version because I was the only one on Blu-ray. And then like a year later, like, oh, here's the director's cut. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Did you buy them both?
Yeah, I sold on the one. I
I
broke even.
Yeah, there you go. That's fine. Fucking that reminds me.
Do you want to hear a funny sound?
Yeah, I do.
Fuck off, man.
I was hoping he would giggle.
I can't tell you how distracting the pictures are becoming. I just can't express
I
to
hope
you.
he posts these online because this is really it's people's comment. This is really depressing. What location are you at?
I hope every picture gets posted and it's just a picture of someone looking distracted on the radio. thanks for listening to the Matt Show podcast. Give me a second of your time to tell you about Amazon.com. You know Amazon, you go there for your books. Probably not. If you listen to this show, fuck it. But you definitely go to Amazon.com. So here's what I'd like you to do. Go to mattshowpodcast.com. Right underneath the main banner, there's an Amazon banner. Click it. There, see? Same old Amazon site. Now just go ahead and make a normal purchase of whatever shit you buy. Guess what? You just supported the podcast. Congratulations, you're a great American. There's no surcharges, hidden fees, just plain old Amazon.com. So next time you're thinking, I really need to buy some useless shit, but I'm just way too lazy to go to the store, just go to mattshowpodcast.com instead and have everything delivered to you straight from Amazon. With free Super Saver shipping on anything over $25, does it really get any better? mattshowpodcast.com, Amazon banner. Back to the show. All right, what do you guys think of the fat newscaster?
Well, tell us about it.
So there was this fat pig who I'm already looking at it, and I already see the YouTube thing is not going to play fully.
It's fine. Piece of shit YouTube. Yeah.
Well, she's a pig.
Can you do an impression of her?
Sure. Ready? Tonight on the news, I ate something with a lot of calories in it. This guy tried to get me to help him put a sofa in his van. I was scared he was going to make me into a coat, so I didn't. Please smile like you have the reference.
Yes,
I know you
yes.
do.
Sounds of Lambs.
Fuck
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Buffalo
I
Bill?
actually didn't like that movie that much.
Why?
Because I watched it. I watched it on TNT. That's why.
Okay, there you go. What did Miggs throw in fucking Jodie Foster's hair in the TNT version? Play-Doh?
an advertisement for Meet the Browns.
Let me just throw this at you.
You see CGI thing of Todd Perry flying her hair.
Yeah. No, I'm here to tell you, it was a load. He threw a load in her fucking hair. Okay? Just so you know what the unedited version looks like.
Okay.
Yeah. That fucking mentally unstable retard blew a load in his hand and tossed it in Jodie Foster's hair. We all know how Jodie Foster reacts to semen.
But my question is, from my own experience, I've never been able to throw a load. How?
It's got to be viscous.
Uh-huh.
You have to smoke a lot of cigarettes.
Yeah.
It's orange juice will help it, I assume.
And they're giving this prisoner who throws cum at people orange juice,
Cigarettes and orange
knowing
and milk.
that.
They think the guards would be a good joke. So they keep building it up.
Miggs, you see that fucking dyke walking in? Here, drink this heavy cream, and then an hour from now,
I don't even know the
throw
character's
it.
name. How do you know it was Miggs? Do you have a line?
Oh, I love fucking Silence of the Lambs. I never watched it on TNT though,
Yeah.
or TBS. So
They probably just leaked the character out.
yeah.
It's probably just a gaping hole.
But yeah, no, there you go. So this fat pig news anchor, we come full circle, is upset because she was being bullied, and I think she's just a complaining cunt. But that's just me.
What were you saying earlier?
Yeah, I think everyone was like, "Oh, she's bullying." People came to her defense, and then I think someone came out. I'm not sure. I don't think she did. I think someone else came out. It's like it's not really bullying because it's just like someone didn't say like she was like picking on her. Like it was just like, yeah, you should lose some weight.
Well, who did you say it was that came out?
Oh, the defender?
Yeah.
It was Ron Livingston.
It was Ron Livingston's sister.
That's
yeah,
a very important
fact to the story.
I thought it was Ron Livingston himself.
It was.
Oh,
But
yeah.
she's-
But
The anchor is
her
his sister.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
the big fat pig.
Good thing he took all that Office Space money and set up a nice life for her, right? Hi, I'm on CBS News.
He probably got Steven Spielberg to pay for it after he did Band of Brothers.
Yeah. Fucking all that Mike Judge Office Space money couldn't pay for a gym membership for this fucking pig. All right, let me play the clip.
To take a moment to address a situation that has become a talking point in this community over the past weekend, especially on Facebook, that centers around me. On Friday, I received the following email from
The earth centers around her.
community responsibility, and it reads as follows. Hi, Jennifer.
You're a fat
It's
pig.
unusual that I see your morning show, but I did so for a very short time today. I was surprised indeed to witness that your physical condition hasn't improved for many years. Surely you don't consider yourself a suitable example for this community's young people, girls in particular. Obesity is one of the worst choices a person can make and one of the most dangerous habits to maintain. I leave you this note hoping that you'll reconsider your responsibility as a local public personality to present and promote a healthy lifestyle.
There was actually a counter note they wrote to her. It said, "Dear Jennifer, I think you look great." Signed, a black guy.
Now, those of us in the media, we get a healthy dose of critiques from our viewers throughout the year, and we realize that it comes with having a job in the public eye. But this email was more than that. While I tried my best to laugh off the
you guys
very
can't look at her.
hurtful
She's
attack on
pointing.
my appearance, my
And she
colleagues
just
could
went like
not do the
this.
same, especially my husband, our 6 and 10 anchor, Mike Thompson. Mike posted this email on his WKBT Facebook page, and what happened next has been truly inspiring. Hundreds and hundreds of people have taken the time out of their day to not
To volunteer to pay for my liposuction.
only lift my spirits, but take a stand that attacks like this are not okay.
It would take hundreds and hundreds of people to lift her spirit.
That's just a spirit. And you know the spirit is invisible, so it's not like there's not a lot of mass.
Spirit weighs nowhere near her fucking fat ass.
Now, we're going to have more on that in just a second. But first, the truth is, I am overweight. You could call me fat. And yes, even obese.
Good, I will.
She just said you can call her fat.
Yeah, you just allowed it.
A
Pig.
doctor's chart. But to the person who wrote me that letter, do you think I don't know that? That your cruel words are pointing out something that I don't see?
Just gonna cry.
You don't know me.
She
You are
doesn't see
not
it.
a
The
friend of
fucking
mine.
flaps of
You
fat
are
over
not
her
a part
eyes
of
are
my
just too
family, and
big.
you have admitted that you don't watch this show. So you know nothing about me but what you see on the outside. And I am much more than a number on a scale.
She's every
And
woman.
here is where I want all of us to learn something from this. If you didn't already know, October is National Anti-Bullying Month, and this is a problem that is growing every day in our schools
October
and on
was
the
breast
internet.
cancer month.
It is a
think it
major
is,
issue
too.
in the lives
Oh,
of
it's
young
Halloween
people
month.
today,
Yeah,
and as the
yeah,
mother
it's the
of
more
3 young
candy
girls,
month.
it scares me
Yeah.
to death. Now, I am a grown woman.
Are
and
you?
luckily,
Yes, you are.
I have a very thick skin. Literally,
Thick
as
skin.
that email
She has
pointed out,
thick skin.
and otherwise.
She certainly does.
And that man's words
Put
mean
solution
nothing to
on
me.
skin.
But what really angers me about this is there are children who don't know better, who get emails as critical as the one I received, or in many cases even worse, each
She just
and every
keeps
day.
babbling.
Bullies don't send
Internet has
emails.
become a weapon. Our schools
These days,
Not,
Like,
yeah,
yeah,
not
become
real
a
bullies.
battleground.
Real bullies will
And
just beat
this
the shit out of you after you get off the
is
bus.
learned. It is
Take your
passed
lunch
down
money.
from people like the man who wrote me that email.
No one took her
if
lunch
you are
money.
at home and you are talking
promised.
about the
She
fat
bought
news
hundreds of
lady,
dollars.
guess what? Your children are
melted in
probably
places.
going to go to school and call someone fat.
Good.
We need to teach our kids how to be kind, not
You need
critical,
to teach your
and we
kids
need
how
to
not
do
be
that by
fucking crybaby
example.
Pussies.
So many
doesn't
of you
matter if your
have
kids
come
are
to my
kind.
defense over the past 4 days. I am literally overwhelmed by your
Yeah, I thought you were overweight. I am literally
Overweight.
overweight.
Yes, you are.
I'm horrible. But just I'm not. There's like 30. I'm not playing that. 30
right.
seconds. She's a pig.
We get
the
it.
point
pretty
is.
much. Yeah.
The point is. What kind of society are we coming into where it's like everything is bullying? That letter wasn't even that bad.
Keep going.
It was.
Yeah.
Hold on. You want to pause it for a second?
No, I'm good.
You want to check? Okay.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
All right. Hold on.
He thinks his testicle went up to his scalp.
Talking about the same thing.
Let's talk about bullying.
Yeah.
Good. So it just bothers me that we're teaching kids that it's not acceptable to say mean things. And this sounds like a hippie. As I just played it in my head, I'm realizing what I'm going to say. But we're dropping bombs overseas, you know? Sending drone attacks to kill innocent people. But you really think about it, what kind of society are we trying to form our kids into? Just these soft, mushy fucking...
I don't know if I completely agree with you because you didn't really finish your thought at all. But we're on the same path where I think bullying is important because I think I speak for everyone here. Me, you, Matt,
yeah.
Kovacx, and Ugly over there. All of us have at one point been bullied.
Yeah, sure.
And I think even bullies feel like they've been bullied, and everyone just thinks that they're so important and that they're it helps you get over your problems. I mean, you can't let a bully get you down, and you can finish my thought because I can't even.
I would say like. My thing was, I don't think she was really bullied. It was just some asshole guy sending her a letter saying, "You're fat." I think,
but
you
it
should
didn't even
lose
say
weight."
you're fat. It was just, I don't think you're an example of health for young girls.
It's not like she got like 50 emails saying that from the same person, or
no. But my point was this: yeah, all of us were probably bullied at one point. What did you do with your bullying? Did you bury yourself in a hole and become severely depressed and never do anything? Or I think you might have did what I did. I got picked on a lot when I was little. And that kind of helped me develop defenses. And in that, I learned comedy and how to try and be funny. So are we taking that thing away from kids if we're trying to get rid of bullying? Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah, and that bothers me.
I became more antisocial.
There you go. You're the example of the bad way to go, I guess.
Not quite. I mean, I don't think he's going down the path that a lot of people can go
Yeah,
down.
I just ignored them. I just didn't give a shit what they said.
What
pretty
did we
much.
used to do when I would go to...
I have my own friends, and I don't give a shit about them.
Kovacx and I would go to class at the TCNJ. we
I
went
forgot
to.
where you went to college.
No, I wasn't sure if we were going to talk about it on the air or whatever. It doesn't make a difference. But when we used to see the fucking signs hanging up, like, ooh, 12-year-old Kyle hung himself because he was bullied at school. And my response was always the same thing, Kovacx. What was it?
Just, he's a pussy or something like that.
Yeah, or I would spit on it or tear it down.
But I mean, for every 12-year-old Kyle that hangs himself because he was bullied, there's also 12-year-old Matt who didn't hang himself.
Yeah,
12-year-old
exactly.
Tim, 12-year-old Kovacx, 12-year-old Ugly. No. Nick is not ugly, I must say.
He's probably the most conventional looking one out of all of us.
He probably is.
He looks the
That's,
most
that's why we
normal.
don't give him a voice.
No, why would you? No. But that's what I'm saying. I don't think bullying is as big a deal because it's been around for 100,000 years. There's probably...
Well, the Earth is only 6,000 years old.
No, that's true. That's true. Do you remember the apes bullying the other apes at the beginning of 2001: Space Odyssey?
Yeah.
You know, he caved his skull in with a bone.
That's not really bullying.
Just murdering another person.
Well, you would know, wouldn't you? Killer. I don't know. I don't want to form this cunt. I don't want to form this cunt.
Honestly, I think the big thing with bullying is it's a lot of anti-gay things that people that seems to be like the targeted people now.
Right.
It's the picking on someone for being gay.
Yeah.
Which you should do to an extent. I mean, you can pick on someone for anything if you're friends with them, but like you shouldn't just go up to a gay person and just insult them for no
fuck
reason
out of
and
them.
be like, "Hey, you're gay."
Just walk up.
A lot of those guys are tough.
How you doing, Matthew Shepard? How you been today? I get that, but I also hate a lot of the activist groups that are out there now.
A lot of them.
All of them. Everyone. Well, the Klan activist group. I don't hate that one. That one's okay. I accept that one for what it is.
The one with the K?
Yeah,
Three of them?
That one, yeah. I spelled Klan funny. That's weird. But it to me, these groups are just softening our kids. And I'm not one of those big stand up for yourself guys, this and that. But I really do think if you give kids 10th place fucking medals for coming in 10 out of 10 in a race, you're just forming kids that become lazy and don't fight for anything and don't work for anything.
Yeah. My sister's a teacher, and she teaches first graders, and she says like they're all just a mess because like they all just don't know what to do with themselves because parents these days can't fucking parent pretty much. Yeah, I just
Understatement of the century.
When did this start though? Because it was because we were kind of like, I think our generation maybe a year or two after kind of still we were allowed to be picked on, but like when do you think it
90s kids?
No, No. I think. See, when they say generational things,
not generate. I'm actually meaning by
no,
year.
but I use the same thing as you. Like, my little brother was 4 years younger than me, and it was like a whole different generation between those kids. I think it might have been just after that point. Like, my girlfriend's sister is 14, and they're real big on the don't bully, don't do this shit. I think it was when the internet became as big as it is now, and
Facebook and all that shit.
I sound
Yeah.
like a fucking old man Al Gore.
So-
When the internet gets big someday.
Is it just
Series
Obama?
twos.
Can we just blame Obama?
Yeah.
Because
For
it kind of
bullying.
is the
First black president will
Yeah,
blame
yeah.
bullying on him, right? Because no kid ever got the shit beat out of him because he was black, right? I just, it's stupid to think that. But you know what? Has it always been that way too? I never used to hear reports about kids hanging themselves when they were 12 or 11 because they were picked on. And then you see pictures and you're like,
I didn't even know. I found out what a blowjob was when I was 12. Some kid in class said, "I want a blowjob." I said, "What's that?" And then he told me, and
then
I'm
he
like,
pulled
"Why
it
would
out and
anyone want
showed
that?"
you.
Yeah.
Back then, we didn't hear about kids killing themselves. We heard about them killing other kids.
Yeah, as well
Big
they
boy.
should have. As well they should have. That's what bullying was back then. Columbine.
Yeah.
It wasn't, I got bullied, I'm going to kill myself. It's, I got bullied.
I'm gonna take everyone else out.
How do we build a pipe bomb?
It was actually very easy to know.
Tim just goes, "Where you do this?" and
twist it around.
then
We'll
FBI
post the instructions on the website.
What was that? There was an old website. I forget what it was that everyone always said.
Anarchist Cookbook.
No.
Yeah, but I know where you're talking about. Like,
Yeah.
I think me and us, you remember, referencing someone who no one knows.
Again.
Yeah. Corey Rest, I think we tried to build like a little mustard bomb thing. We're in like 5th grade.
I was actually at a picnic and
Yeah,
someone
so-
said, "This is how you make a pipe bomb," and he made one, threw it in a trash can,
Yeah.
and then ran away, and it exploded.
That's pretty good. What else was happening at the picnic? Were you guys marching?
There was a girl with a shaved head there. So.
Were there giant ovens?
Was this a Nazi youth group?
Yeah, that was what I was implying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
It was Edward Furlong walking around with a shaved head and a fucking hole in his chest. All right, what else is on YouTube here? Liam Neeson drops the S bomb on ESPN.
Oh, yeah.
You guys want to hear that?
I cannot wait until Friday to see the sequel to one of my favorite movies, Taken. Taken 2, and the star of that movie, Oscar-nominated actor and sports fan, Liam Neeson, is here with us on Sports Center. Let's start off talking about some sports. You live in New York, you're a New York fan, but you were at the Jets debacle on Sunday against
Come
the
on, get
Niners.
to it.
Can you even act like the Jets are good this year?
Okay, we better start again, can we? Are we live?
You're
We're
live,
live.
you dumb fuck.
Okay, I'll be very
Did I
honest
just
with you.
step all over him
It's,
saying it? Hold on.
Act like the Jets are good this year?
Okay, we better start again, can we? Are we live?
We're live.
Oh, shit. Okay, I'll be very honest with you.
Okay.
It's only the second football.
Now, do you?
Wait! You didn't even get to the really good part.
Yeah.
What's the good part?
You just keep playing it. Just keep playing it.
really?
That's
Yeah,
why I
yeah.
went like this to like don't stop.
Oh,
game I've ever been at in my life. I still don't understand the rules. But on Sunday, yes, I know the Jets got trounced, but it was great to just celebrate great athleticism.
He doesn't know anything about football.
And they bring him on Sports Center. That's the gold part about it. And he's just brutally honest about it. I don't fucking know.
so let's get into the next part of the podcast. How much do you guys hate foreigners? You know, they don't get our sports. They talk funny.
They don't tip well.
They don't tip well.
Oh, yeah.
That's the European ones. They
Yeah.
don't tip well.
Oh, the
Asians.
French.
They make. I never saw that clip. I guess that was today. That shit was pretty
Which one?
funny though.
Oh,
the Liam
the-
Neeson one. Yeah. The one I was just discussing. Thanks for listening to the Matt Show podcast. Give me a second of your time to tell you about Amazon.com. You know Amazon. You go there for your books. Probably not. If you listen to this show, fuck it. But you definitely go to Amazon.com. So here's what I'd like you to do. Go to MattShowPodcast.com. Right underneath the main banner, there's an Amazon banner. Click it. There, see? Same old Amazon site. Now just go ahead and make a normal purchase of whatever shit you buy. Guess what? You just supported the podcast. Congratulations, you're a great American. There's no surcharges, hidden fees, just plain old Amazon.com. So next time you're thinking, I really need to buy some useless shit, but I'm just way too lazy to go to the store, just go to MattShowPodcast.com instead and have everything delivered to you straight from Amazon. With free Super Saver shipping on anything over $25, does it really get any better? MattShowPodcast.com, Amazon banner. Back to the show. All right, Tim. What I wanted to talk to you about though was so you wrote a book.
Yes.
That's pretty impressive.
It's very.
It's impressive as you sit in a room with three guys who can't read. But had a bit of a strange title. What was that title?
It was Satan, then colon.
Okay.
Little League Superstar.
Okay.
And it's pretty much about exactly what the title says. There's a Little League baseball team.
Sure.
And Satan
Right.
becomes a member of that Little League baseball team.
How's he do that?
He signs up. And basically everyone in the book's an idiot because I write the way I see everyday life.
Sure.
And he kind of gets away with it, and there's anarchy and chaos. The kid, it's kind of like Bad News Bears, but
Sure.
a lot more swearing and violence, and a lot of people get killed in it.
Ben Spears meets hell.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Did he have to go tagging with the kids? Do you know what tagging is?
Yeah. I used to do that.
Carrying the can around.
The worst was when you
begging for money.
You have to go to home on a Sunday morning. Send you to all the rich neighborhoods.
I just remember sitting outside of Acme. Here, do you want those money?
Yeah. And they looked at you and went, "Can you buy athletic skills with this? Here, it's $50. You need it."
Yeah, son, I'll just get you some steroids. That's all you really need.
Just goes walks me, ejects me with steroids.
How long have you been writing though?
Well, okay, you'd be a little more
Since kindergarten.
Yeah.
Let me put it this way. I think out of all the different kinds of arts, drawing, painting, all the physical art, films, audio stuff, this and that, I think writing a book is probably the most intense thing you could do out of all of them. Only because I can summarize. You remember when we would get 10-page essays you would have to write when you were a kid?
I would never do them, but
and that's why you're sitting in Kovacx's basement doing a podcast right now. I could write what I wanted to say in a paragraph. That was it. I didn't need 10 pages to fully express what I wanted to say. So, how many pages is it? About 300 I was looking at? No?
it
Your
depends.
book?
It's an ebook, so
yeah.
it kind of depends where you download it from.
Okay.
If you look at it where just like on a regular Word document,
Sure.
it's only like 114.
Oh,
so
okay.
it's not
Okay.
nearly some great big novel. So
No, but still, you ever wrote anything that was 114 pages?
Fuck no.
No, exactly. So, I mean...
it's 60,000 words, I guess you can say.
Jesus Christ.
Every single one's a gem.
Is that the hard part, knowing 60,000 words?
Well, the worst thing is that I had to count each one individually. In order
did
to,
you?
Yeah.
You don't have a word processor that'll do that for you.
No, I have Microsoft Works.
I would say WordPad.
Your old IBM typewriter that you're just clanking away on. Where'd you get the idea for it, though?
Well, I originally started writing about my own Little League baseball experience because there's a lot of real shitheads.
Touching. Oh.
In the because when you play a sport for a lot of years, you run into the same kids, and there's always like some kid that always has like a nickname. Like he always just like drools a lot, so he becomes the drooling kid. And you see him, you don't see him for like 2 years, and you see him, and he's just taller, but he still drools. And there's just a lot of really stupid people you meet.
Yeah.
Playing sports, and I just started writing about that. And in the first chapter, it's just headed toward, this is just what happened. I'm like, this is really boring. Who wants to really read about a fictionalized version of my own experience? So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna add Satan into this.
Throw it in there. The nicknames thing was exactly right, though. I had this kid that I played Little League baseball with, and he wanted to go by. He preferred to go by the nickname Bubba, which saying that name makes me fucking cringe. I can't. It's like
It's such a redneck name.
You know that person's a piece of shit. There's no one named Bubba who's a really good quality person.
Did you ever ask him where his dad was?
Yeah, prison. But no, I mean that's. I think that would have been a good book. I think Satan is better, obviously.
It's good in retrospect, but the thing is, would you read a book about someone's life that you have no idea anything else about them?
Is there little kids in it?
Well, they're not naked.
Kovacx is buying it right there.
It's not naked though.
Picture book. Let me just
That's a deal breaker right there.
You just stop over Kovacx's house. Do you have anything on your hard drive I can use for this? Come on down. I got you. No, I mean, even 114 pages though. Just writing in general to me has always impressed me with long form writing. Obviously, whenever anyone could write a paragraph. And was it a hard process getting on iTunes or no? Because we have an impossible time to get.
Oh
this.
no!
Really?
Basically, the website I used, you just put it on there, and they do all the work for you after you format it, and they distribute it out for you.
Oh, that's pretty
it's
cool.
really easy. And the only getting it on Amazon, you have to do that kind of separately. And I'm really lazy, and I haven't done that yet.
Oh, okay. That's what I was wondering. Because I have a Kindle, and that's what I would read it on.
Okay, I reformatted it, and I've just been too lazy to put it up.
I understand.
Did you do you still do stand up at all or no?
I stopped doing it for like 2 years, and I started doing it again the beginning of this year.
Yeah.
And the last time I was on stage, it was after waiting 3 hours to hear the same open micers do the same stupid jokes.
Really?
And there was only 3 people left in the audience. And you know how they give you the light at the end of your set? They flash a light.
Billy Joe Armstrong knows about that light. He fucking hates it.
I actually heard the light flick on. You don't hear lights. So I basically just said, I'm done.
You're doing a lot of, I mean, obviously you have a new set. It's not a lot of the same stuff.
It was all new stuff. Yeah.
How often do you, you stopped doing it for a while, but how often did you used to change up your stuff? Like, I know there's a big philosophy on comedy. Some guys like to do a different hour or however, half hour, whatever, every time, not every time they go out, but, once a year. Whereas someone like Jerry Seinfeld, I saw that thing on HBO.
Talking funny,
he only gets rid of his material 10% every year. Which just sounds like after you have a new set every 10 years, I guess that would be.
Well, I would kind of at the level that I was at, it's kind of do the same thing over and over again. If something doesn't work, then get rid of it.
Sure.
So I never did the same exact thing twice. I mean, I was doing it in New York, maybe 3-4 nights a week, 3 or 4 shows a night. And it ends up being different. You actually have an audience. So I kind of tried to focus more on just being in the moment and less material and just trying to hook up with a girl after the show.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah. The only time I've ever seen you live was the Spanish Club in Trenton.
No, that was
what was that called?
I don't know. I wasn't there that time.
It was the Spanish liquor. It was named after the liquor.
Rum?
Starts with an S. No, it was Spanish.
Sambuca.
That's it.
Sambuca. There you go. Is that Spanish liquor?
I don't know. There's a lot of black people there.
So, we were there. You were doing your set, and it was a great set. It just wasn't your audience.
The fact that they said, "All right, this next guy's a white boy," but that don't mean anything wrong with him.
The one line I love though, you shot off one good one. You said, no, one good one out of your whole set. Yeah, that's all I liked. No, but
I remember what it was because I remember sitting at home and knowing I was going to get heckled, and I'm like, I gotta save this one for the last moment.
That was good.
Yeah.
Do you remember what it was?
It was she booed me, and I said, you should go home and boo your welfare check.
That wasn't even the line, but that was fucking
really?
funny. No, at one point you go, all right, so let me tell you about my ex-girlfriend. And this black guy in the crowd goes, oh shit. And your line was, sir, obviously you must know her. I can see that by the sores on your lip. She is.
Like that was the problem with when you do it is you're with such few audience members sometimes, and you can't even have moments like that. And when I could have moments like that, that's when I really enjoyed it and loved it.
Yeah,
when you can pick on the audience.
My favorite time I saw you stand up was the Point Pleasant one.
Oh god! And we want to do a whole show on awful sets I had. Oh, one time I got pelted with gum.
What happened at the Point Pleasant?
It was just like a room with like pregnant woman and like mid-age women. It was mothers and shit like that, and
it was like 8 women in their 40s.
Yeah,
and you don't think,
and a few people I knew.
You don't think Tim's abortion jokes went well with them?
I think he opened with like shitting in someone's mouth,
which was my mom's favorite joke, by the way.
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh, I thought you opened with actually shitting in somebody's mouth.
No.
Yeah, I just I don't know. I that's when I decided I wanted to get back into doing the podcasting and stuff like that. I just had to bring you on because I was really impressed. One, that you're writing at such a 114-page grand scale, and your stand-up was always good, and the stuff we used to pick up on. And I used to say this, not to fucking blow you as we're wrapping up here.
You can.
Just here.
Yep.
Into the fucking mic. You're always personally just one of the funniest guys I ever met.
Well,
I used to
thank you.
point that out to
I
people.
appreciate that.
Who?
Who?
Him.
Oh, Jesus. Thanks.
It was mostly followed with, Tim was one of the funniest people I ever met, whereas you are not. You are the least.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know if you want to read this. It's the Meet the Author, Tim Boyle, BarnesandNoble.com.
Oh, that one. I think that one's has like a misspelling on it.
It does. It does. Tim Boyle is a new author with a heart of gold and a wits of steel. He is easily intimidated. He lives in the remains of a crashed airplane on an unlocatable island in the Pacific Ocean with his lover, a coconut with a hole in it.
At least I updated it from the other one with another misspelling on it.
So if you are in the market for a good book to, I guess, read your children.
It's better than doing a couple other things to your children.
You can pick up Satan, colon, Little League Superstar. It's on BarnesandNoble.com.
Yes, it's just Google it and you'll find a million different websites that it's on. iTunes.
Any reviews on it? What an awful piece of shit.
Yes.
That's good.
Have you made any money off of it?
Yeah, I actually have made
plenty. Tax returns. How much?
But the thing is, I don't get the how much I made from other websites other than the main one.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten that back, but 2 people bought it off the one crappy website I put it on. So
I can
almost buy a sandwich from Subway.
From Subway.
Yeah. Well, they're like $6 now, so maybe
Are they
not.
really?
Yeah.
$5 footlongs?
No, most of them are like $6 now.
Oh, what ripoff?
Fucking Muslims. Just take it in a real different direction towards the end here. All right, you got anything to plug? Twitter, Facebook.
No.
You gonna be anywhere? Hell, you're gonna die, obviously.
No, that's pretty. You could just Google me and realize that my name is a very popular name.
Is it?
Yeah. Or I guess my Facebook is facebook.com/Mr. Tim Boyle.
There you go.
You're going to your WordPress or whatever?
Yeah, my blog is mooseliquor.wordpress.com.
There you go. You can check Tim out there. He's a really funny guy. Kovacx, you still don't do anything like that, right?
I'm thinking about doing something soon. I just have to get around to
What are you going to do? Twitter?
No. I mean, I was thinking setting up a WordPress or some shit like that, doing movie reviews or something like that.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Nick, you got anything?
No, I don't.
You want to plug your fucking regular website?
If you want.
I don't want to do anything.
No, that's fine then.
Okay. All right. You can check this out on MattShowPodcast.com. The Twitter is twitter.com/MattShowPodcast. This is going to be up on YouTube, Mediafire, so you can actually download it onto an MP3 and put it on there. And we're going to work towards getting it up on iTunes, which for us has been real difficult with, you got to put the RSS feed and website and blah, 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 blah. See, I don't know what it was like getting
Is it hard? Is it hard because you have to deal with people, or is it just hard because you're stupid?
It's always.
Because I know a really unfunny guy who has his podcast up there.
Really?
Yeah. But I don't feel like talking to him and asking him how, because I really don't like him.
I guess we'll just have to figure it out. I'll message you back and forth or something, and I don't feel like talking to him. Okay, thanks. Well, you can find it on YouTube and Mediafire. But who wants to fucking leave a YouTube thing up for an hour in the background? That's why I hate it, the one I sent you, because it's just, that was just a way for me to put something out. But,
I kind of do if I'm listening to random songs or something like that. But
creep.
I'm an asshole.
You do a lot of things that normal conventional people don't do.
Exactly.
You know? Well, I mean, that's it. That's all I got. Nobody else has anything?
No.
I don't know. And cool. All right. This concludes the first episode of the Matt Show podcast. I want to thank Nick Dinoli, who did something with his fucking camera. He's trying to take pictures of us taking our
creepy-
shirts off.
Of this creepy ass basement.
Kovacx over there on the fucking green mic. Tim Boyle, he has the orange one. That was just because,
Orange is a good color.
Halloween. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm Matt. Thanks
the
for
blue
listening.
mic.